Today we're going to talk about the deck modules. We make these. They're 8 foot by 8 foot. We're making one right now, so here's a frame. It is 7 pieces of pressure treated 2x4 for the frame underneath. The 2 end pieces go a full 8 foot, and then all the cross pieces, all 5, are cut back just about 3 inches to make the square. You have to measure that because your lumber dimensions might change. Mine change all the time. The top is made out of standard 2x8 stock. I chose 2x8 because I get an even 12 pieces set up. This one's not all screwed in yet, so you can see the gaps are variable. The gaps are going to be large on this sort of deck module. Pretty much get your finger in there, which means you could lose things if you're not careful. But they drain very well, they sweep very well. And with the cheap lumber, you don't really want to try to get everything untwisted and do 1/8 inch gaps, like on a traditional deck. They sit down on whatever you have available for piers. These are pretty low, so we're using pavers and bricks. And then we're checkerboarding them out. When they're done, they weigh a couple 100 pounds. 2 guys can move them. You can just pick them up, you can flip them over, stack them on a truck, do whatever you want. They're very useful as bases for sheds. We made one that was 10 by 10 instead of doing the 8 by 8 for our 10 by 10 shed, and it works wonderfully. You can actually forklift the shed around if you have a big enough forklift. You can do it on the back of our tractor. So you can jack it up on the back of your pickup truck with a high lift jack. Very simple, very easy. You just use 2 screws at each 2x4 going down the way. And that's it. They just go together. We use 5, 6, 7 supports underneath each one. You don't really need to support it every 6 inches or anything. We've never had a problem jumping up and down. I've actually had the Ranger up on these, backed up on them, and no issues. This is about as cheap and portable as it gets.